Happy Friday. Hey, it's Jim Braunschweig here with Flickboards. I'm back up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at Weisser Distributing. Today I have with me my friend and colleague,
Dylan Scheiffer, domestic logistic manager here at Weisser. Been here for about a little over 6 years, and I make sure all of our stuff gets from point A to point B and comes in smoothly and goes out smoothly.
Awesome. And he does a great job. He's actually been instrumental also with everybody I've introduced you guys to so far, helping make sure the Flickboard product gets in and to our customers and our fans. So with that said, I'm going to play Dylan today. This is his first time really playing the Flickboard.
First time ever.
All right. He has had a couple practice shots, so we'll see how he does. And then we're going to flip this time, flip the coin.
I'll be heads. Flickboards is heads, blank is tails.
Okay.
It's heads.
Okay,
So
do you want to kick off?
I'll kick off.
All right. So behind your 35, sir. And here he goes.
We'll left it wide open.
So I did tell him, he works very closely with John Rosemore, and we were discussing that game earlier on in the season. John had me, I think, 4-2, but I was able to come back and, come back and get him. And so he's trying to do better than that today. And I think I've only lost 3 games on the year so far out of, I believe, 11.
Oh, that came back easy.
All right, so we got one. Dylan and I were talking as well. Dylan is actually really involved here at WD, our basketball team.
Basketball, softball, running March Madness this year. Anything that gets the employees involved, I kind of get looped into it, which I enjoy, and gets people's minds off of work a little bit and get to have fun. Work hard, play hard is our motto.
And last night,
the WD basketball team won a championship. So we were number 3 seed coming in, and the guys came out, and I think they won 79-71. So
nice.
Hard fought game.
Nice. And Mr. Schieffer is also former baseball player, correct?
Yes.
And where did you play?
I grew up in Sioux Falls. I went to Roosevelt, and then I played on the club team at SDSU for a little bit.
Okay.
Ooh, I just messed that up.
And then they got second in the softball league, right?
Yes,
when
we
I
got
first
second.
joined.
So
okay.
We've had a good run of WD sports last year, and we plan on getting back to the championship this year.
Always enjoyed talking sports with Dylan. Also a Twins fan, you said, correct?
Sadly, I am. Hopefully, it's looking up this year. But yeah, I've been a diehard Twins fan. Torrey Hunter was my guy growing up. Watched him play center field, and
okay.
I loved the way he played and the way he smiled every time. And
sure. They should be better this year, I think.
I hope so. Hopefully, their pitching lasts a little bit longer and better.
Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. All right, let's see if I can get us on the board here. And try to go all the way down.
Tried going for the 98-yard return.
We were talking baseball because we were talking about the pitch clock and that, and the bigger bases, all the different changes. What are your thoughts on that?
Bigger bases I like. I think that should help with just player safety a little bit. And there's a score. Down 2-0. Here we go. Pitch clock, it's grown on me a little bit, but I like baseball the way it was. World Baseball Classic just went with the old baseball rules, and that had more viewing than any other World Series.
Well, and what a story how that one came together and ended. I saw just bits and pieces of the game, but when they first came out, they had Trout and I think Ohtani both coming out with like the country's flags, everything else, and then it ends like that too. Get those two.
Perfect ending. They hyped it up well, and it came to fruition.
Now, since we're playing football, who did you say is your football teams?
I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so a tough Super Bowl loss. I don't want to see anything in the comments on this video. I already got it here enough from everybody else. But yeah, I was a Donald McNabb fan growing up. And Brian Dawkins and Brian Westbrook. So people give me a hard time. They say I'm a bandwagon, but I like the original guys that came through.
Well, I think that Jalen
Hurts.
Oh my gosh.
He got his jersey sitting right there.
Oh, you do?
Shout out to Yoon. Yoon, our Vegas warehouse manager and operation manager, he got me a jersey. So.
Oh, really?
Shout out to him for the connection there.
All right.
3-0.
3-0. One thing we were talking about before we started playing, actually. So we do have these all on Amazon. These are our Team Color boards, we call them. These are $49.99. But we also have been, it's funny when you said Eagles, there have been a few Eagles fans that reached out. So we have a yellow, orange, blue, purple, and red versions available, but we don't have a green and we don't have a black yet. So that's one thing we're actually working on. I was asking Dylan, though, the challenge is that Philadelphia green, that forget what they call it. It's a specific name of the green, but it's just really dark. I don't know how good it's going to look on the Flickboard, but we're going to try that. We're going to try different ones. So if anybody has suggestions on teams that have a primarily green color, put it in the comments of who we might be able to put on the board. So 4-0, we got to get you a score.
Yeah,
here,
I got to score at least once. I don't think I've been past the 50-yard line besides one time.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that either. There you go.
Perfect.
So 4-1. 4-1. Now you get a kickoff. So anywhere behind the 35.
Comeback starts now.
All right. All right. Uh-oh. These
Game over right here,
He's starting to learn this center column here, guys. The more you practice and you can shoot it straight, that can be a killer.
Very many windows.
Oh my gosh.
There's some windows.
See, then you
there.
talk. You just got to do it versus talk about it, though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you had that. See, same with this one. That's kind of tough there. It's not perfect like this.
Yeah.
There we go.
5-0 quick game.
So, Dylan, thank you so much.
No problem.
Good
Thank
game.
you.
You're a good sport, and you will practice. And
Yep.
sometime we have to have you and John versus each other.
That will be a good
we
one.
have to do.
That'll be
Anything
good.
else you want to shout out while you're on here?
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. These are going to be selling like hotcakes. No doubt about that. I'm excited for it, and I definitely have some practicing to do.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great Friday, a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thanks,
you.
Dylan. Take care, guys.